Hello and welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Thanks so much for coming in and watching it and support. This one's basically about corruption. I found a news article about the grand jury that recommended that the Hanceville Police Department in Alabama be abolished. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use. This isn't a matter of this isn't so much a matter of defunding the police. This is a matter of corruption. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. I appreciate it. They said it's like got 300 people in there, but let me go ahead and show y'all, share with y'all. And then a little after 1 o'clock, I'll be doing another show about a police department, a police officer in Pennsylvania. This is where the grand jury. Let me make this bigger right here. Sorry, trying to make it bigger. It just wants to slide. Sometimes it don't want to. It don't want to work out. The screen is touch screen. It should be. Let me do that. 5 officers were indicted amid a probe into the Hanceville Police Department. An Alabama grand jury has recommended that a city's police department be immediately abolished, finding there's rampant culture of corruption. But I tell y'all about a lot of corruption in Alabama. But I'm going to try to get on my YouTube right now so I could, if anybody comments, I'll be able to see it, unless it's Facebook. But I'll get on there and comment with y'all in a little while. But please say hello. Please come and hit the thumbs up here and get on there and comment with y'all in a little while. I had to turn that down. All right. So there's officials said Wednesday while announcing the indictment of 5 of the agency's officers, including its police chief. 5 Hanceville police officers were arrested and charged amid a probe into the department, Cullman County District Attorney Champ Crocker said. The spouse of one of the officers was also charged, he said. This is a sad day for law enforcement, but at the same time, it's a good day for the rule of law, Crocker said during a press briefing on Wednesday. This is where the Cullman County District Attorney Champ Crocker during a press briefing on February the 19th, 2025. Hi there, Eric. I'm glad you're here. We just now started, so it's all right. Thank you. The Cullman County Grand Jury found that the Hanceville Police Department has failed to account for, preserve, and maintain evidence, and in doing so has failed crime victims and the public at large, making the evidence unusable, Crocker said. The grand jury further found that Willingham's death was a direct result of the Hanceville Police Department's negligence, lack of procedure, general incompetence, and disregard for human life, Crocker said. None of the defendants were charged in Willingham's death, Crocker said, though the unfettered access that a lot of people had to the evidence room is the basis of the grand jury's findings regarding the dispatcher's death, Crocker said. One of the most concerning things that we discovered in this process is that the Hanceville Police Department's evidence room was not secured, Crocker said. Crocker said that Willingham was given access, like a lot of other people, to the evidence room, including on his last day of work. The dispatcher died on August the 23rd, 2024, with the cause of death determined to be combined toxic effects of fentanyl, gabapentin, diazepam, amphetamine, carisoprodol, and methocarbamol. And the manner of death, an accident, according to the state medical examiner's autopsy report. When asked if Willingham may have been exposed to fentanyl that was not kept in a secure place, Crocker said, nothing was secure about the evidence room. And when Mr. Willingham was discovered, there was evidence in his office. A municipal judge entered an order on Wednesday calling for an audit of the evidence room, Crocker said. These guys right here, there's Cody Allen Kelso, Jason Scott Wilbanks, Jason Shane Marlin, William Andrew Shelnutt, and Eric Michael Kelso are Cullman County Sheriff's Office. They got his name twice, you know. There's Cody Allen, okay, and Eric Michael Kelso. I guess they could be brothers or cousins, whatever. Among those charged are Hanceville Police Chief Jason Shane Marlin, who was charged with failure to report an ethics crime and tampering with physical evidence, Crocker said. Okay, but they got problems like this with tampering with evidence. Anybody could go in there. How many people did not have to suffer the repercussions of their crimes in Hanceville? How many cases are out there because all these people had access to it, and these people in Hanceville did not get justice, right? Officer William Andrew Shelnutt was charged with tampering with physical evidence, Crocker said. Eric Michael Kelso, who was a reserve officer, and his wife Donna Reed Kelso were charged with unlawful distribution of a controlled substance and conspiracy to unlawfully distribute a controlled substance, Crocker said. The distribution charges are not based on the distribution of anything within the evidence room, and they are accused of distributing certain drugs to other individuals, including some of these other defendants, some of these other police officers, right? So they distributed to the other officers drugs. Cullman County Sheriff, and that goes more than we really even realize, okay? The book and photo for Donna Reed Kelso. All charges are felonies except for tampering with physical evidence, which is a misdemeanor, Crocker said. That charge alleges that the defendants mishandled or removed evidence from the evidence room, he said. Okay, so why are you moving stuff from the evidence room? The employment status of the officers charged was not immediately clear, Crocker said. The defendants surrendered on Wednesday and have since made bond. Cullman County Sheriff Matt Gentry said. Attorney information was not immediately available. There's nothing more important to us in law enforcement than good, honest law enforcement. When we have when we had those that do wrong, it hurts us all, Gentry said during Wednesday's briefing. Well, yeah, when you do wrong, you don't serve and protect. Like y'all seen what had happened up there concerning over there in Johnson, Tennessee, where the police department. Well, something needs to be done with that police department. They need to be changed. The people need to be charged. They need to maybe get rid of a lot of them officers and put some good officers in there that will protect the women and children. Among nearly a dozen points raised by the grand jury, it's found that the department is a particular and ongoing threat to public safety, has a rampant culture of corruption. So they got the rampant culture. They've been doing this, okay? And has recently operated as more of a criminal enterprise than a law enforcement agency. Do y'all see that? Hey there. I'm so glad you're here, Tammy. Good to, thank you for coming. Did y'all see that right there again? Let's read that again. They recently operated as more of a criminal enterprise than a law enforcement agency. Wow. Crocker said the grand jury recommended that the Hanceville Police Department be immediately abolished and that another law enforcement agency be tasked with protecting the citizens of Hanceville, which has a population of around 3,000. Maybe that would be until they go ahead and put some officers in there. Maybe redo that, make sure that the evidence room will be safe and secure, find some reputable people that will work there that will serve and protect instead of have the criminal enterprise. Gentry said the sheriff's office has not received a formal request to take over the Hanceville area in Cullman, but we are making preparations. We will do whatever is necessary to protect our citizens in Hanceville, he said. Hanceville Mayor Jim Sawyer said he and the city council are fully cooperating with the investigation. The council will carefully consider all recommendations and act swiftly and decisively to address the problems within the police department. He said in a statement on Wednesday, our citizens, industries, and businesses deserve a resolution, and we will pursue and implement the necessary corrective actions openly and aggressively. Bless you. We deeply regret the negative impact the situation has had on our community and the hard-working employees of our city. It is unfortunate that the actions of a few have tarnished our city's good name, he added. Well, basically, if you keep it going and you keep serving, protecting these, it will keep it going on, right? Yeah, they do, Tammy. You are right. They need to bring the tribunals everywhere, around like that. Hi, Joanna. Johnny, good to see you. Thank you for coming and supporting. I appreciate you. I want to say thank you to each and every one. And it makes me wonder. They said that it was a criminal enterprise at the moment. So, what else are they finding in that criminal enterprise, right? What else is going on? Um, so it just makes me wonder. Anybody was in that department, if they were caught in doing some misdeeds, what I need to do is, I think there was an officer or somebody like that not too long ago that I did a story, maybe a year or two ago, with Hanceville, and it makes me wonder about uh, that officer at the time. What happened there just happened to your daughter there in Reedsville Sunday. They tried to kill her. She'd been in the hospital since Sunday. They're trying to cover up. They already messed up the. Wow. So she was raped, Tammy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, Reedsville is a very dangerous city for y'all. There's a lot going on there, as I have heard you be witness to. Really, hopefully, she never has to ever go back to Reedsville ever again. But something definitely needs to be done. So, so thoughts and prayers are with your daughter, and she gets the justice, and you get the justice. You all get the justice you deserve. There's so many others that there's so much cover up over there in Reedsville, North Carolina, from the murders and everything. So much covered up there, which um, I hope the people will get answers and these police officers stop covering it up and stop being abetting, which, as you said, some of the officers were right there when some of the things were done to you. They were witnesses and they would laugh. So hopefully they will get theirs. To serve and protect, I kind of laugh every time I see a card like that. Police car go by, serve and protect whom? Yes, where she owns her house, they moving her to Raleigh. They making her the criminal. They tried to kill her. They tried to kill her with fentanyl. So she's going to jail right now. Our thoughts and prayers go with her. Y'all please give Tammy some thumbs up, some hearts and love, and please pray for her daughter since she had been attacked again. Very bad place. Oh yeah, yeah. Mental health. That place is very bad. Um, I cannot say too much about it. Can't remember too much. There's so much going on over there. They try to cover it up. And when you try to protect your daughter after she was trafficked, they still kept on and they would not protect her. Instead, they ended up. Was it they shot you or stabbed you, Tammy? I can't remember. They about killed you. And you took a licking and you kept on ticking. You're still persevering. You're still going with it, and you're still surviving and able to tell your story. Yeah, he's trying to. And Charles is trying to clear it up, isn't he? Charles is trying to help, right? Because as you see, Charles is in on it, make it look like he's guilty on it, but he's not the guilty one. He's actually trying to help you with it. That's what she means by it. I want to thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. Thank you.